Hi, I want to share a few thoughts about how AI is changing the way we build software and how we think about it. I've been a software engineer for many years, and I've worked on systems where understanding really mattered. Not just making things work, but knowing why they work. Recently with AI, I started to notice something important. We can build faster than ever before, but it's also easier than ever to stop understanding what we build. And that's what I want to talk about. When we learn programming, we usually start with this idea. Humans write code, and compilers translate that code into something machines can execute. You write logic, the compiler turns it into instructions. With AI, something interesting happens. We don't always write the logic anymore. We describe what we want. We express intent. And the AI generates the systems for us. In that regard, AI started to look like a compiler for intent. That sounds amazing, and it is. But there is an important detail. AI didn't remove complexity. It moved it. The complexity didn't disappear. It just became harder to see. Earlier in my career, I spent a lot of time learning things many people might have considered unnecessary. I learned how compilers work, how grammars are designed, how execution environments behave. I even built a small domain-specific language using Scala and parser combinators to model digital signature processes. At the time, it felt slow, but something important happened. Once I understood the internals, systems stopped feeling like magic. I could reason about them. I could predict failure modes. I could change them with confidence. Then that experience shaped how I think today. Because when something breaks or behaves strangely, understanding is what gives you control. With AI, it's tempting to skip that phase. You prompt, you get the output, the demo works. But then something changes or breaks or behaves differently 6 months later, and nobody really knows why. This is how knowledge debt forms. Not because people are lazy, but because the system was never truly understood. If you can't explain why something exists or how it fails, the system owns you, not the other way around. I want to be clear. I use AI a lot, every day, but I try to use it defensively. I ask small questions, explicit questions. I work with focused snippets, not entire systems. I care more about understanding than speed. I don't use AI to avoid thinking. I use AI to think better. For me, AI is a powerful collaborator, but the responsibility still stays with me, with a human. This channel is not about tricks or hacks or viral prompts. It's about thinking, about how we stay in control while using powerful tools. If this way of thinking resonates with you, I'll keep exploring these ideas here. Thanks for listening.